What's up, guys? It is Will here, back again. For the first time, we're doing a collection tour reaction. Never been done before. This is a first time thing. And I do have to give credit to Carlos, Mr. Carlos Viscardo, Mr. A Place for Collecting, for coming up with this idea. This was his idea. I cannot take credit for it, but I did run a poll on my channel and 80% of the voters said you guys wanted to see this. So we're gonna roll with it. We're gonna do it. What we're gonna do today, and we're gonna make this a segment moving forward, we are going to live react, or just react really, you'll watch it recorded, pre-recorded react, in other words, to collectors' collection tours. So if there are any recommendations, people's collections or collectors' collections that you wanna see me react to, let me know. I'm gonna start, of course, though, with the big dog in the community, Mr. Justin's collection, Mr. JC himself. I'm gonna start with his, just because he has the biggest channel. He has probably the biggest collection, right? But we're gonna do this as a running thing. We're gonna do a lot of different people's collection tours. Let's not waste too much time. Let's jump right into this. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna do a reaction. I'm gonna go through Justin's video. It's 29 minutes long, so we'll see if I go through the whole thing or not, or if I kinda, you know, maybe cut up some parts here and there. We'll see just how the video flows in the editing process. But how this is really gonna go is just I'm gonna react to Justin's collection, and then kind of give my thoughts on what I see and, you know, give it like a little mild review. But yeah, we'll talk about this. Like, thank you, Justin, by the way, for letting me use this video or watch this video and react to it. Go check out Justin's collection. I'll leave a channel link in the description for you guys, for you to check out, and a link to this video specifically. So we'll do that. Without further ado, let's get it started. So of course, the Justin's collection logo. This was June 2022.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So I'm gonna slow this down just a little bit. Justin, of course, had to have his YouTube play button there. I don't know if that's 100K or more, but that's goals, right? That's goals for all of us. So that's a good flex, Justin. But I really like this Module case setup. I'm getting Module cases myself coming in the near future. They said March now, supposedly, but I like this. And one criticism I think people will give sometimes is that it's crowded, right? So we're gonna kind of get into that. I don't really think it's too bad here because Justin has a lot of figures. Curation is something that I value, but you know, it looks really good here. Justin reviews a lot of figures, so it makes sense, right? So we are going to mute just a little bit here. He's giving us a slow zoom in. I like the computer setup too. That's a nice little office display. I like when you can combine the collection room and the office, kind of like what I've done, but my collection room's in disarray right now. I cannot, you know, have the same level of quality and class as Justin has here because I don't have my Module cases yet. So Justin first showed his 100,000 subscriber. See, I knew I guessed it, right? YouTube play button. He showed his little LED light here for his desk. That's pretty cool. It's like a neon sort of light. I need to get something like that, honestly. I feel like I need to get something that has like WillFoxification on or something. That's classy. Even if you're not a YouTuber, having that in your collection with your name on it, I really like that. I really like that. Justin's gonna have to give us a link for that one. So we're gonna look overall at the introduction here. And Justin has this in chapters, which I think is very effective. I really like this a lot. That's a really classy studio setup display. Smaller figures by the desk, keep it minimal. And then it's just all black there on the table. I really like that. And the Apple mouse though, Justin, got to talk about the Apple mouse. I fucking hate those Apple mouses, bro. They don't work. I use the Amazon mouse all the way. But the figures itself look pretty cool. Got some dynamic displays there. Let's keep going. Movie favorites. All right, this category. So we got Ghostbusters, that Homeland. I think that's the V Collectibles Homelander. Really like that a lot. The Ghostbusters, those are grails. I'm not the hugest Ghostbuster fan in the world. Matrix figures, interesting. And that's who's that detective in the middle? I forget. Someone's gonna have to fill me in on that one. My nerd card has been revoked. The Agent Smith, that's third party, looks pretty cool. You got a lot definitely going on, a lot of different universes, but you got to put them somewhere. If they don't have somewhere to go, then I think this is fine. Have sort of like a one-off type display, I guess you could say, like a individual universe display. I like this. This is cool. And then he's got the Disney, Marvel, and Netflix series. Okay. So this was before the Kingpin from So-So just came out. So I'm assuming that Kingpin back there is going to get replaced because that one looks a little rough. Not Justin's fault, but it doesn't look ideal, right? Punisher and Daredevil look great. I know those are grails to a lot of people. That Hugh Jackman Wolverine sculpt, that one's pretty intense. I like that. I like that Daredevil too with the sort of blind ninja type look. Ooh, President Loki. I like that. I like that. Transformers. This is not an area I've dipped in much myself, but I really like how this is displayed. Power Rangers and Transformers go pretty closely together. So I do think this is pretty well played out, pretty well planned out. Lots of Power Rangers. Lots of Power Rangers. All right, so we got the DC TV show Heroes. I'm blanking on the show name, but I watched a couple episodes of it because Justin convinced me to watch it, unfortunately. No, it was good. It was good. I liked it. But the Power Rangers, the Transformers look good. I know Justin's a big Transformers fan. I'm not huge in Transformers, but that Bumblebee, a lot of people love it. I think Carlos has it. So, yeah, pretty cool. I like how that's displayed. And the lighting. Module lighting is supposedly like top tier. Can't speak to it yet because I don't have it. But I've always heard the strip lights are much better than the spotlights. So for me, that's what I went with because that's what pretty much everyone unanimously, that's the consensus, right? Okay. I like how Justin filmed this though, because it's slow pans, zooms. You get to see everything you want to see in a wide, nice angle instead of going close up on every figure. You can see he's got a lot of Joker stuff. All that's going to get replaced, I'm sure, when InArt comes out with theirs, probably a 2-pack. That Rorschach, he doesn't look like he has a neck, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. Not the fault of the display though. I like the Leon. Is that Leon the Professional? I'm not sure. It's the actor though. I do know that. Got a Blade Runner figure, Back to the Future. I like that. I'm not the biggest Back to the Future fan, but you can't deny it's pop culture relevance. I mean, it's a staple in pop culture. It has been for a long time. Let's check out. Oh, see now we're talking. Because I want to take credit because I convinced Justin to get that Arthur Morgan figure. It did very well for him for the reviews, for the total reviews numbers, and it's just a beautiful figure. Jin Sakai, he knows I'm very happy about that. That Uncharted Nathan Drake figure, I had that. I ended up selling it because I didn't love it. I had that Ellie as well. I really like this video game setup. I'm glad he kept The Last of Us. Justin, is that jointed arms on Ellie? So disappointed, bro. So disappointed. You got to go seamless, bro. You never go jointed, not visible jointed. That's -1 for Justin on that one. Joel looks great, though. Joel looks great. So very happy about that. I sold mine, though, because I'm hoping for InArt. Justin did tell me he's updated his statue displays since then. I had this statue, this Joker Joaquin Phoenix from Prime 1. Really liked it. Didn't love it. So I ended up selling it. But I think this is classy in how it's displayed. It's a nice piece. But I'm just kind of holding out for someone else making this. I'm probably just get in on, obviously. Justin, we disagree on this one, but I like how it's displayed. I like the bust. Batman's kind of hidden back there, though. Batman's kind of hidden. Justin, we got to find another way to display that. I don't know. Maybe like a shelf or something, but Batman looks beautiful, but he's so hidden back there. And this Joker head sculpt, Justin, it's not the fault of the display. The display looks great, but the Joker head sculpt, we differ on this one, but I've not seen it in person. Okay, so he's got a Boba Fett shrine here. I can see that. That looks really nice. Boba Fett's very popular. I don't like that helmet as much though, but that's just my personal preference. It's still a cool looking helmet. The animated Boba Fett's are pretty cool. Got some Obi-Wan. I think that's a sideshow, like the desert version or whatever. That's pretty cool. I like that Boba Fett display though. Boba Fett's his favorite Star Wars character from what I remember. So love that sort of cape you put on him too. That's pretty cool. I don't know if that's custom or not. Oh, a Captain America display. See, he's got it really nicely themed by not just universe, but even by film in some cases. I mean, if you have the luxury and the space to do that, it's not a bad idea. It really helps create that immersive display. The module case just looks classy. The flat black, the LED lighting, pretty nice. That's pretty cool. That Winter Soldier figure is a grail. I like the dynamic posing here. It's a nice mix between dynamic and character or museum pose. Lots of Iron Man. The new Mark 1 diecast will replace that one, I'm sure. He's got Ironmonger. Did they make Ironmonger Hot Toys? I don't remember. I don't know if I was collecting them. Yeah, the Mark 5. I really like the use of displays here in terms of risers. I really like that. That's really nicely done. He's got nice. That's pretty cool. The Ivan Vanko. I haven't seen that before. It must be a custom or something. That blue Iron Man. That's like a blue Mark 7. I don't know what that's termed exactly, but nice. I like the Tony Stark in there. That's pretty cool. It's like I said, it creates immersion. So Captain America 1 and Civil War, we got Bucky, we got Hawkeye. That Hawkeye might be the best Hawkeye I've seen, honestly. Might be the best one. That Ant-Man, I prefer the OG Ant-Man, but he's got a Civil War display going on here. And I like all the bases and how they're pretty consistent. I like that. So, yeah. Captain America fighting Iron Man, Mark 46. Very cool. Very cool. I like that a lot. It's a very, it captures a scene, right? Vision. Yeah, you can't really do too much with Vision because the creasing in the arm. So the museum pose for him is going to work. Black Panther, that's pretty much the exact pose I had mine in, but there's going to be a reissue, so I'm getting that. I'm excited, but that looks great. I love that figure. That War Machine, I love that pose. This looks great. Like, again, I think he has a really nice combination of museum versus character. And I think that is something that is pretty, it gives a display of variety, right? And I do think that's pretty cool. Loki, he knew to put Loki up top. He knows the way to people's hearts. That Hawk is massive. Hopefully they reissue it. Love this Avengers look. I'm wondering why, I guess Ancient One works because it's Endgame. It's an Endgame line. So yeah, Ancient One does work. Yeah, keep the hood on her because I doubt that head sculpt would be ideal. I like Thor's pose. Very cool, very classy. Hawkeye, yeah, those jointed arms bother me, but it's not the fault of Justin. Ant-Man, best Ant-Man for sure. I love this Avengers display. It's really nice. That Black Widow hair, you did a pretty good job with the hair too, Justin. I like that. Okay, so this is like Age of Ultron. Maria Hill. I like that pose. She looks like she has like it's very thin body on her. Quicksilver is ready to fight someone, it looks like. That Thor's pretty cool. I like that. Age of Ultron Thor. So we're back to Iron Man stuff. This is like quarter scale. Oh, it's quarter scale. Okay, good, quarter scale. So we got the tech suit Spidey. We'll get to some Dark Knight stuff. We got Iron Man. That's pretty cool. I like the quarter scale display. Keeping scales consistent is a pretty good idea in general. Because then if you have people come over and they're like, well, why is that Spider-Man so much bigger than the Iron Man over there? It's like, oh, because one's 1/6 and one's a quarter. You have to explain it. It's just a mess, right? So keeping the scales pretty consistent is generally ideal, of course. Guardians of the Galaxy display, that Thanos, that's a good way to display that Thanos because he's pretty small in comparison to the other Thanos figures. Ronan, the third-party version, I think it was Toys R Us, that turned out pretty good, it looks like. Custom Bruce Banner. Star-Lord from Volume 1. Okay, and he's got Thor back there from Infinity War. So I guess this is like Infinity War display in a way. That's pretty cool. It works. That Rocket, I like that Rocket outfit. I just wish he had like seamless arms or something, right? To make it look a little more lifelike, but I guess they're not going to do that for such a small figure. More Tony stuff. Thor 1 and Thor 2, it looks like, because that's Loki from Dark World. We got the custom Heimdall, Odin. That figure needs an update badly, and we need a Thor 1 Loki. Make it a convention exclusive or something, but we need it. We need it in our collection. Road-worn Thor is a really good figure. That's just a really nice figure, and it maintained its value very effectively. I like the Terminator stuff. So there's a lot crammed in here, so maybe that could be something that if Justin gets more Magic cases that he can fix, or maybe he has a limited finite amount of space. It's a lot of figures. So for me, I would probably curate this, but for him, yeah, if he likes it, I think it still looks good. It's just a lot. It's a lot to distract you. Sometimes less is more, but this Terminator stuff looks great, and he has it displayed really nicely. It's like, it's got a nice organization to it, I feel like, where there's not like a ton of figures just like jammed together. Like they have a nice little orientation in terms of their angles. You can still see every figure pretty clearly. So it works out well with the risers and stuff like that. So it looks classy. I like that. RoboCop and Terminator, I like that. Those two franchises go pretty well together, like lamb and tuna fish. So, you know, you can definitely stick those two together pretty much. RoboCop and Terminator, still got that. I like that a lot. Let's see, Spider-Man films. So just Spider-Man films in general. That's the third-party Green Goblin. I'm sure that will probably be replaced. I really like that black and gold suit, even though it's not accurate at all. I really like how it looks. So that could be one that I would consider if it were discounted enough, just because I just love the aesthetics of it. A lot of Spider-Man stuff going on here. That Doc Ock, I don't like that head sculpt, but I like the rest of it. But it still looks like a cool display. It's displayed nicely. Mysterio at the top where he should be. Mysterio is, I'm surprised he's not become a Grail yet. I love that figure. It's incredible. The character's not around anymore. Ooh, a custom Sandman. I like that. But it's going to be replaced by the new one. Custom Toby also going to be replaced. Electro, the figure that like 5 people have. But it does look like a good figure. It's a good figure. It's just people didn't like the character. But this is displayed well. This is displayed really well. Infinity War, nice. Okay, so he did the custom Black Order. I like that. I don't really like the figures that much, but I like that he put them in the display like that, putting the Black Order together like that. Loki, pretty cool. I like that. He's got the Tesseract. That's pretty cool. I like he's got the helmet on. This is a really clean display here. Not too much where I feel overwhelmed with it. It's almost like a movie poster or something. A lot of character poses here. I'm fine with that here because it's a limited amount of space. You got to keep it pretty minimal. Okay, so like X-Men stuff and that type of stuff. I like that. That Gambit's really nice. The So-So Gambit, really like that. I don't know anything about Gambit, but I just look at that figure and I'm like, that's quality. That's quality right there. Okay, So we are on Logan, more Wolverine and X-Men stuff. Okay, there's Deadpool. Let me get to that shot real quick. Because that was, oh, a Hawkbuster. I like that a lot. The Deadpool display, I don't want to skip over that. But yeah, it's more X-Men and Deadpool stuff. I like having Deadpool in the front and a character pose like that. Very nice, looks good. We're going to roll with that. I think I'm going to give Justin an A on the Deadpool display. Classic suit Spidey. Okay. Spider-Verse stuff going on here. I like that. Justin's got a lot of universes covered, and I really like that a lot. It's a lot of different universes. So when you have people come into your collection room, they can be like, oh, I don't know that, but I know that, right? And that's really cool because they can connect with something you have there. And even if not, they'll marvel at sort of all the color and, pun not intended, they are going to marvel at all the color and sort of variety and diversity that you have in your figures. So that's pretty cool. I like the Venom, the custom Venom Tom Hardy looks pretty good, actually. I like that. This is sort of an Endgame Black Panther display. Iron Man in the front. I love that. I love how he did that. That's where Iron Man should be on his, like, if you have the space to put him on his knees like that, it looks great. Justin posed this one very well. And I really like how the Thanos is there are sort of, diametrically positioned to each other. I like that. Okay, yeah, I like this a lot. I like how the Endgame display shows a lot of different characters. There is a little bit of cover up there. So like the Iron Patriot, for example, a little bit covered, but I don't know how you fix that with this amount of space that he has. So probably as ideal as possible, especially considering Falcon is like pretty much taking up a lot of room. So, but great figure, no doubt. That's a Civil War Falcon, looks like. That T'Challa, really like that. Really like the head looks a little big for the body though. I'm not sure what's going on there, but it's a good display nonetheless. Let's see here. I like that. Black Panther. Oh, really like this. Dark Knight display. Really like this. That quarter scale Joker, I had it and I really liked it at the time, but as more Jokers started to come out, it was like, man, I don't think I really need this one anymore. So Justin, I know you might have updated this. What I would recommend, that quarter scale artist edition Joker from Queen Studios, replace the Hot Toys with that if you can. And I think that would really class up the display a lot, because that looks like Queen Studios Batman back there. So yeah, very cool. Really like how this is oriented. This is really great with Batman in the middle, having Joker set up. This is just really well done. I really like this a lot. Okay, so we're at the Burton Batman, classic Batman stuff. I like this. I like Superman flying in the pose. I think, like I said, Justin has a really good mix here of dynamic versus character and museum poses. I think this is a good rule to follow in general. It can vary based on your space and what characters you have, but something that fits the character should be what the pose is. That's kind of how I view it. This is mostly museum poses, but this is because of the Justice League bases, I'm assuming. Because they're so tall, they take up a lot of real estate. And yeah, I think it makes sense to kind of have it like this. That's a custom Superman head sculpt. Doesn't look bad. Maybe it's the lighting. That Wonder Woman hair. It's that hair that's bugging me. It's the Hot Toys rooted hair is just not usually well done. It's really hard to make look good. That Nightmare Batman looks really good. The way he's posed that cape, Justin really nailed that. I like this DC display. And I like that sort of Nightmare Flash that you have there. That's pretty cool, that custom Flash. I like that. Third-party Flash. Okay, so we got Harley, some more DC stuff. I like that. DC's represented. I know Justin loves DC. There's a lot of DC fans out there. There's like more video game Batman stuff. I like that. That's pretty cool. Again, got the Joker in a nice little character pose there. So for me, I like that. That's well done. That Batman statue is really nice. Really nice. Has a lot of personality. Is this Prime 1? I'm not sure. Someone's going to have to answer that for me. I like how the statues have their own little section where you can really highlight and focus on them. I like that. This is the J&D Arthur Fleck. So glad he got this because this statue is just beautiful. This was the first J&D, and this might be the best head sculpt they've done thus far. I'm not exactly positive on that, but I do think that looks really good. More quarter scale Star Wars stuff. We got Vader. Vader's a little bit hidden in the corners. I don't know if Justin can fix that a little bit. I hate when characters are hidden like that, but it could be a matter of space. But for me, I would try to find a way, if possible, to move him around because it kind of wastes the figure, especially how good it is, especially how good that figure is. More Star Wars is probably what a lot of people want to see. A lot of troopers there. So this is going to depend on the collector. For me, I don't need that many troopers. But it does look aesthetically cool. That many troopers really, again, helps create that immersive feel. And like, man, I'm watching Star Wars because I'm seeing Anakin backed by 20 troopers or whatever he's got going on there. So it does look like a very classy display. But to me, I feel like I would want to diversify that and have more Star Wars characters that I could look at instead of troopers that tend to look pretty similar. So that's kind of how I approach it. That Darth Maul, really nice. Custom-based window. Soon enough, you can replace that custom, hopefully. Something like that. But if you got space for troopers. But for me, I would get, personally, the troopers. Everyone's collection is different. Do what you think is best. But I would replace that with more diversity in the characters myself. But this, I can't deny this looks good. It looks really good. Okay, original trilogy stuff. I like this. A lot of original trilogy stuff. C-3PO. I think is that Tamashi or is that Sideshow? I'm not sure. But looks cool. I just sold my Star Wars Sideshow C-3PO actually because I'm holding out for Hot Toys. Okay, so we got some Mandalorian stuff there. We got Ewoks. We've been playing a lot of Ewok stuff on Battlefront 2 lately. If you haven't played that, play it. You play in the wilderness and like you hunt. Ewoks hunt the stormtroopers in the darkness. It's pretty fun actually. This is really cool. Really cool. Shore troopers. Got Lando there. Yeah. And is that another C-3PO and R2? Justin must have multiple of those two. Okay, like Rogue One we got going on here. A lot of shore troopers. So Justin's clearly a trooper guy. There's nothing wrong with that. There tends to be a lot of Star Wars collectors. So I think you can make that look classy if you're willing to dish out the money for it. There's the sequels, baby. There's my representation. There it is. Yeah, a lot of Last Jedi stuff. The Praetorian Guard. Justin, he's too hidden. You got to get the Praetorian Guard up closer because he's just a bomb figure. And there's only one. You need more than one, bro. You need two at least because there's heavy. There's the double blade. There's multiple outfits. So yeah, and there's statues there that Justin's got going on with different types of sort of eerie lighting. So I'm sure he'll improve that lighting as he goes for those statues. I can see the Cyborg Prime 1, a lot of other Prime 1 pieces, stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, Justin will probably improve the lighting on these statues because right now, I'm assuming you would just turn the lights on the ceiling on so you can see the statues a little bit better. But yeah, that would be something for sure that I would take a look at. So guys, thank you so much for watching this reaction. And I'm trying to see, there we go. I'm gonna pull up Justin's logo. I'm gonna, like I said, put a link in the description to Justin's channel so you can subscribe to him if you have not already. You probably have, but I'll put a link to this video. It's from June 2022. So what's that, 5 months ago? I know there's been some updates. He's probably gonna be upset with me that I didn't let him send me the updated video before I did this, but I just wanted to get it done and get it out there. So it's done. And yeah, let me know what you guys thought of this reaction. Overall, I would rate this collection very highly. Justin clearly has a lot of great figures. He's put a lot of thought in how he's displayed these figures. The lighting looks good. The Maja cases are clean. Maybe there could be a little more variety in terms of like maybe like having figures a little less hidden, but I don't know if that's possible based on the space he has. But in my case, what I would recommend is curating, selling a few just to highlight some of the better figures that you have anyway that you like more and get rid of some of the stuff that maybe you don't love as much. That's kind of how I approach it. But to each their own, this collection is great. And like I said, guys, thanks so much for watching. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. And like I said, channel link for Justin in the description if you need it. Peace out. Bye.